Assalamu alaikum dears. This is your Nazia ma'am. Hope you are doing good. Alhamdulillah. Oh, hello everyone and all. So today in the previous sections we saw about one very interesting novel, Gulliver's Travel by Jonathan Swift. Under that we saw the introduction part about Jonathan Swift, how famous he was in the English literature field. He was famous for prose and satirist. He is a satirist in the sense whatever he wrote, the novels have some kind of comic effect. So, A Tale of Tub, Tragedy, Gulliver's Travel, a satire, A Modest Proposal is an essay. So next about Gulliver and Four Voyages. Gulliver's travels into several remote nations of the world. Gulliver belongs to middle class family in England. The novel divided into four voyages. As Gulliver was very much interested, we saw yesterday that how Gulliver thinks about what is the mentality of Gulliver and what type of person was Gulliver. And under that we saw many things, that Gulliver was a very intelligent fellow. He was very much interested in going voyages, in traveling to different places to gain knowledge, to learn many languages and to serve peoples. He also practiced in London as an apprentice and become a surgeon. He worked as a surgeon for many years, and after the business getting failed, he decided to go for voyages, and he planned to visit different places, and the duration was about 6 years. So the novel divided into four voyages. He traveled four voyages, but in your section, in your lesson, there are only two voyages. Somehow the first voyage of Gulliver is Lilliput, and the second is Brobdingnag. So the first two was included in your lesson. The third one is Laputa and the fourth one is Houyhnhnms. So what does Swift try to explain by putting Gulliver into four different societies? The Swift has some kind of ideas why he put Gulliver in the four societies. So first he travels to voyage. First his voyage was to Lilliput, where he came across many problems with the Lilliputians, who were 6 inches high. 6 inches height, and Gulliver's look giant. Lilliputians afraid from Gulliver because he is giant, so he tries to kill villagers. This is the reason. So they think Gulliver was a victim who came to kill. Gulliver was a villain who came to kill the Lilliputians. It was a false belief of Lilliputians. Gulliver's not understand Lilliputian language. It was a main problem there. Whatever the Lilliput says, Gulliver's unable to understand, and what Gulliver say, Lilliput's unable to understand. So the reason is he is curious about Lilliputians' culture, language, and the ways of living, because as Gulliver was very much fond of gaining knowledge from other people's, learning language, he was also very curious about this Lilliputians and want to know about this Lilliputians. So because he comes from England, that time England was the most powerful nation in the world. They live as normal society. There is a king in the village. So next his voyage to Brobdingnag. So what happens in the Lilliputians? So we saw yesterday that in the during his experience with Lilliputians, he was falls asleep during because of the heavy storm. He faced a very heavy storm. For that he landed one island, and that island name was Lilliput, and the natives of that, the inhabitants of that island named as Lilliputians. They afraid of Gulliver, seeing a very big person came to our island. They tied Gulliver in such a way that he unable to move. He want to say something, but that language was not understood by that Lilliputians. So what he did, he made some actions in order to show that, but he needs something. He ate fully, but even though it is not sufficient. So but he asks for water in order to, when they bring a barrel of water to him, he will left off from that place. But the Lilliputians are very very clever. They mix some sleeping pills in that water and it has been given to Gulliver. When Gulliver drinks that water, he falls asleep for 9 hours, and when he woke up, he found himself in front of the king. So where he came to know about the culture, the tradition, the language follows by the Lilliputians. As Gulliver was a great mathematician, even the Lilliputians were a great mathematicians there. So the voyage of Lilliput came to end. Then the voyage to Brobdingnag started. So after completing the voyage with the Lilliputians, he next entered to a country named Brobdingnag. So when he went to that Brobdingnag, he feels as a Lilliputian. So just think the differences between the persons. So when he went to that Lilliputians, Lilliput city, he was a giant personality. He looks like a very big personality. But when he went to Brobdingnag, when Gullivers went to Brobdingnag, Gullivers becomes a Lilliput. So Gullivers feels like Lilliput. They are very big than the normal persons. Size play a vital role to show the desire of the people here. The most funniest elements in Brobdingnag is Gulliver's treated as a doll and troubled by the quote draft. So here where in the Lilliput, Gulliver, Lilliputians were afraid of Gulliver, but in the Brobdingnag it was totally opposite. Here Gulliver was treated as a doll and they were troubled a lot by the draft persons there. Queen buy the Gullivers from the farmer. It shows that money is important than man in Brobdingnag. So where Gulliver went off, when the Gulliver was in Brobdingnag, he was under the custody of a farmer there. So the farmer, when the queen of Brobdingnag saw Gulliver, she was very much attracted towards that small creature, and he needs that creature to be with her. So he want to buy Gulliver from the farmer. So this shows the symbolism that the people of Brobdingnag were very much curious about the money. அவங்க வந்து மணிக்கு தான் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து லைஃபு, ஹியூமன், அவங்க வந்து சொசைட்டி, அவங்களது இமோஷன்ஸ், ஃபீலிங்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ஏதோ அவங்க வந்து மணிக்கு தான் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னு ஒரு சிம்பாலிசம் மாதிரி காட்டுறாங்க. ஏன்னா குயின் வந்து எனக்கு அந்த கல்லிவர் ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு, எனக்கு கொடுத்துருன்னு சொன்ன உடனே ஃபார்மர் வந்து கொடுத்துறாங்க. And where he treated, after that he treated with the full facilities in the palace. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து பேலஸில் வந்து நல்லா ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க. என்னன்னா they given all the facilities. Wherever the queen go, she was taking Gulliver with her. Gulliver and the king have long conversations about the politics also. So as we know that at Brobdingnag, Gulliver's is an exact opposite situation in compared to the voyage to Lilliput. The initial experience of Gulliver to Brobdingnag is not positive. After first he is almost trampled by the Brobdingnagian farmers, and they also enslaved by one of them. So he became, and Gullivers were treated as slave in the Brobdingnag. Their peoples are not a positive minded person. They almost have the money minded thinking in their money minded mentality in the minds of the people. Size plays the vital role to show the tendency of the people of Brobdingnag. So the most entertaining portion of the novel can be found in this voyage to Brobdingnag. because here Gully was treated like a doll and tormented by the Kodruf. As I have already told you, he was treated as like a doll. ஒரு டால் கையில் கடிச்ச மாதிரி அதோட விளையாடுறாங்க. Even Gully was treated as sexual plaything by the women of Brobdingnag. Even the women of Brobdingnag were treated Gullivers sexually a plaything. அவங்கக்கிட்ட வந்து கெட்ட மாதிரி கூட நடந்துக்கிறாங்க. Gulliver finds them ignorant and poorly educated. So what Gullivers think of those persons? He thinks that they are not a good person. They don't have the good qualities in them because they don't have humanity. They don't have proper thinking capacity, so that they don't have humanity, they don't have uniqueness, they don't have unity in them. Moreover, there are very poor peoples who possess all the evil qualities. They do not care for humans at all. So whenever they can ready to sell the humans for their benefit as they need money to run their life for their survival. They don't care about the human life here. So the experience of Gulliver shows a clear picture what the writer Jonathan Swift want to tell us. So in the first, his voyage to Lilliput, see how he tied in the ground. In the country of Lilliput, all the things are ordinary like a normal one, where he finds some humanity. But when he finds some humanity, even though there are very small persons, 6 inches person, they have some side of makes fun and satires on the politics of England and on the British government by describing some rules of Lilliputians. Swift indicates that power is prominent thing in Lilliput. So what this size of Lilliput shows that they are very small, but rationally they are very good and they have strong willpower in them. Swift makes the fun and satirical effect on the politics of England and on the British government, describing some rules of the Lilliputians, that he want to reflect the society of England as well as the government, the British government, that they are following the same rules as the Lilliputians follows. It indicates that power is important, prominent in the life of Lilliput. But when he enters into Brobdingnag, his life changed. Gulliver's life was exact opposite. He went to an opposite situation where he can compare the voyage to Lilliput. So where Gulliver's looks like a giant personality, பெரிய ஆள் மாதிரி அங்கே தெரிகிறவன் இந்த Brobdingnag வந்த உடனே அவன் லில்லிபுட் மாதிரி தெரிகிறா. So see just how the difficulties came in the life of Gulliver's, but he has to face the difficulties as he has a strong desire to visit various voyages and want to learn many languages from the many peoples, and even he get a very great experience with the peoples wherever he met. So the initial experiences of Gulliver to Brobdingnag is not at all a positive thing. அங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க அவங்க கூட நல்லவங்கன்னா பார்க்கல, அவங்கக்கிட்ட ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் ஆட்டிடியூடே கிடையாது. At the first he is almost trampled by the Brobdingnagians farmers. அவங்க என்ன செய்கிறாங்கன்னா ஃபார்மர்ஸ் கிட்டே நல்லா வேலை வாங்குறது ஒரு பழக்கம் இருக்குது. அங்கே என்னன்னா ஒரு ஸ்லேவ் மாதிரி. Gulliver was suffering under the hands of farmers of Brobdingnag. ஸோ அந்த Brobdingnag பர்சன்ஸ் Gulliverஸ்க்கு ஸ்லேவாக தான் பார்க்குறாங்க. அவர் நல்லா வேலை வாங்குறாங்க. அவங்க கட்டசி இல்லை, ஹியூமனிட்டி இல்லை, எதுவுமே இல்லை. தே நெவர் ஷோ எனி kindness to Gulliver. So size played a vital role to show the tendency of the people. Here also what Jonathan Swift want to say as Based upon the sizes, the human reacts. ஹியூமன் வந்து எப்படி இப்போ வந்து நம்மளுக்கு வந்து சைஸ் கம்மி இருந்துச்சுன்னா அவங்களுக்கு தனியாக பார்க்குறாங்க. அந்த சைஸ் வந்து நல்லா ஜைஜான்டிக் பர்சனாலிட்டியை வந்து நின்னா அவங்களுக்கு ரெஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ இன் தி வாயேஜ் டு Brobdingnag, what Shift wants to say here is he want to make a difference between the societies of people in the societies of Lilliput as well as in the societies of Brobdingnag. He making a difference, showing the categories about the people, how they behave, what are the mentality they have. So Lilliput, even they are very small interest people, they have humanity. They are making arrangements to Gulliver when he says that he was hungry and he need food. They prefer food. But in the Brobdingnag, total opposite. Was totally opposite. He faces lots and lots of problem with all the negativity from the people. So here he put a strong effort on the size. So the size plays an important role in the life of Brobdingnag people. ஸோ இங்கே இருக்கிறவங்க மக்கள் வந்து அவங்கக்கிட்ட வந்து ஹியூமனிட்டி கிடையாது. லில்லிபுட் வந்து சின்னவங்க இருந்தால் கூட அவங்கக்கிட்ட ஹியூமனிட்டி இருக்குது. பட் Brobdingnag இருக்கிறவங்க கிட்ட வந்து சுத்தமாக ஹியூமனிட்டியே இல்லை. அவங்க வந்து ஸ்லேவ் மாதிரி தான் ட்ரீட் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. So the most entertaining portion of the novel can be found in this voyage to Brobdingnag. So because here Gulliver is treated like a doll. அவங்க வந்து ஒரு டால் மாதிரி தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு அங்கே குயின் வந்து அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப பிடிச்சி போச்சு. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பிளேத்திங் மாதிரி யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. ரொம்ப பிடிச்சி போனதுனால வீட்டுக்கு எடுத்துகிட்டு போய் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணலாம். ஏன்னா அவங்க வந்து அவங்களுக்கு வாங்கிட்டாங்க, காசு கொடுத்து வாங்கிட்டாங்க. ஈவன் தி ஃபார்மர்ஸ் ஹேவ் நோ ஹியூமனிட்டி as they sell honestly to the queen of Brobdingnag. Gullivers find them ignorant and poorly educated. What Gullivers wants to say to this people of Brobdingnag, as they hear the size plays an important role, as well as he finds them that they are a very bad peoples and they are poorly educated. So because they don't have proper education, they don't have the positive thinking capacity. The peoples of Brobdingnag were filled with the negativity in them. They don't possess any kind of positivity. They all feel whenever someone came to their hand, they uses this person and until the limit ends, and after that they leave us. So there is no humanity in the people of Brobdingnag. So finally, this is the end of the novel. We saw the voyage to Lilliput and we saw the voyage to Brobdingnag. So finally, conclusion. What Jonathan Swift wants to say to the people, to the readers, he want to implement the knowledge among the readers. In the end, we can find differences between the 4 societies. So here particularly there are 4 voyages where Gullivers got a very good experience with the persons. So here there are 4 societies. This difference are seen in their education, size, political system and their tendencies. So Swift has shown a clear picture of the 4 societies. So in your lesson only 2 societies. Swift shows a great picture of the 2 societies where we can see how the education part is. Because if the education was good, the people were a strong minded person, they have some positive approach, they have some good qualities in them, they have humanity, they have they have kindness, politeness and all the good qualities as a good human possess. They have value their education, but there is no education. The lacking of education makes the man imperfect. Then size. So here the Lilliputs, being a small size person, they have humanity. Being a very big size, a giant personality, where the experience with Brobdingnag people, அவங்க கிட்ட வந்து என்ன இருக்கு, இங்கே உழு பெருசு இருந்தால் கூட அவங்கக்கிட்ட சுத்தம் ஹியூமனிட்டியே கிடையாது. Then because of this change in the mindset of the people, which reflects the political system as well as the government as well as the society. So this is the most important thing where the government lacks, where we are lacking, that we never give importance to the education, we give importance to the money, so that the world was running in the corruption, and the world is corrupted because of the problems, because of the conflicts between the societies. As their thinking was different, they based upon their societies. So the political system, the education, the size plays an important role, so that the mindset have been changed. So till that this is the ending of your lesson, the ending of your novel Gulliver's Travel. Let's give a quick recall. We recall all the things what we saw in our previous classes. Okay, so we saw about the Gulliver's Travels, written by an Irish writer, clergyman Jonathan Swift, and he was a very a man of goodness, man of possessing all the qualities, and he gave a and he is a satirist, so he gave a satirical effect in his novel, as he was very much influenced with the Cave Hill. We saw that this is a picture of Jonathan Swift. So we saw about the introduction of Jonathan Swift, how he made the familiarity and popularity, what is the occupation of Jonathan Swift, as he was an occupied as satirist, essayist, political pamphleteer, poet, priest, having possesses many qualities to be what a good writer has to be. Under that, we saw many works of Jonathan Swift, as Gulliver's Travel, A Modest Proposal, A Tale of Hope, Drapier's Letter. So narrator and symbolism we saw. Under that, we saw there are three symbols, that is Yahoo, who symbolizes as human, the way the storm takes him down, where he traveling symbolizes the hardship of life. So because of that storm only, Gulliver faces lots and lots of obstacles in his life. He faces lots and lots of difficulties, and finally he come up in his life. So in the symbol 3, the Lilliputians, the small-mindedness of people, mindedness people of humankind, and how trivial we are. So even these small Lilliputians have a strong mind, even though they are small in their size, but size doesn't matter. They have a strong human attitude, humanity, so that they are serving for the people. They are before they misunderstood Gulliver as a victim, but when they know, they have given a strong respect. So Gulliver praising the Lilliputians in such a way that size doesn't matter. So even though they are very small, they have all the qualities to how a proper human should have. Next, we saw about the genre, setting and mood. The genre, in that we saw that the Gulliver's Travel, obviously it is a satire piece. Satire piece in the sense, when we see a small humans, we was very much we have the sense of laughing at them. We have some kind of humorous, பார்த்தாவே ஒரு ஜோக் மாதிரி ஒரு நம்மளுக்கு வந்து சிரிப்பு வரும். So in the setting here is Gulliver's Travels in England, where he came across 4 voyages, that is Lilliput, Brobdingnag, Laputa, and the country of Houyhnhnms. So the mood was adventurous in the sense He met with the different peoples of different attitudes, where he gained many experience with the peoples, and finally he came to know how the peoples are, how their mindsets are, in what way they are lacking. So because of that lacking, which is affecting the society, is affecting the political system, is affecting their mindset, is affecting, they are not giving a proper value to the education, even proper value to them. So we saw about the themes. The themes includes the limits of human knowledge. There are no form of government is ideal. Power may be great, even you have the strong power, the way how you use is matters here. So in that we saw many characters: Gullivers, Mary Burton, Gulliver, wife of Gulliver, the emperor, the farmer, and the queen, the king, the Lord Manudi. Many of the characters we came to see here. We learned many characters. Then we learned about the plot here, where we saw the expository, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution, and the conflicts we saw between the voyages. That is, in Lilliputians have different conflicts, and the Brobdingnag peoples have different conflicts. The overall meaning of the story deals with how the society is and how to make the society in a perfect way, how to attain perfection in the society. So in the conclusion, we came to know the difference between the four societies, where Gullivers pointed out that there is lacking in education part, lacking in the size, lacking in the political system. Their tendency was not calculated, their knowledge was not calculated, but where the peoples of small size behaves with humanity, where the peoples of very big height looks like a great personality, but have very narrow minded peoples, but have very narrow mind, very small mind, as they buy and sell persons according to their use. So finally he declares that where the education part, the political system, the government, his shift raises voiced again the British government as well as the government of England, in such a way that the political system has not an authenticity, though they don't they don't organize the matters in a well organized way, so that the peoples are suffering, they don't have correct mindset in them. Because of that, the peoples of the various societies were suffering under the hands of the leaders. So a leader should have a good qualities to run the nation in a good way, so that the nation can attain the perfection. So with that, I am concluding my lesson, dears. If you have any doubt regarding this voyages, if you have any kind of where you didn't understand something, so feel free to ask me. I'm ready to explain you again. So with that, we are completing our novel Gulliver's Travel. So what my suggestion for you is, you just write an assignment and submit in the Google Classroom the major characters. Only you write about the characters who involved in the voyage to Lilliput and in the voyage to Brobdingnag. So you just 2 sections are included in your lessons. So I am repeating you again and again. You include only you write an assignment in which you write about the themes of the main concept of Gulliver's Travel. I repeat, the main concept of Gulliver Travel, themes included in the Gulliver's Travel, symbols included in Gulliver's Travel, and the critical analysis, what you understood regarding this Gulliver's Travel, and then you write a small summary of voyage to Lilliput and voyage to Brobdingnag. You bring out the importance of Lilliput and Brobdingnag. You just write it down this. So I repeat once again your assignment. So you take 2 or 3 days time and post in the Google Classroom. Your assignment is you have to write the number 1 concept of Gulliver Travels, themes included in Gulliver's Travel, that is theme of knowledge, the government is not ideal, we have seen. So and then this symbol, 3 symbols included in Gulliver's Travel, and then bring out the importance of voyage to Lilliput as well as voyage to Brobdingnag. Okay, waiting for your assignment. Feel free to ask me if you have any doubt. Till that, so I am completing. I think I completed the whole syllabus of British literature with this Gulliver's Travel. Hope you understood well. Inshallah, we'll give a revision soon. So till that, see you tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay safe, dears. Allah Hafiz. Bye.